Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just a little sort of, well, not necessarily a flip through, but you know what I mean, just to kind of show you some of the things that I've been making. So for those of you that have been watching my videos, you'll see that I've been taking part in a 100 days crafting challenge with Rach and Bella Crafts. So what I've been doing is just pretty much making some of the stuff from the days. There's only been about 3 days of things that I didn't make, and that's just because they were like ephemera storage books and I don't really need any because I've got quite a lot of storage ready. So this is pretty much everything else that I've made. So I didn't craft for about maybe 10 days because I've just been trying to focus on some digital things. So obviously one of them was the Dark Academia kit, finishing that off. I'm working on a couple of other things, and just a small plug to the little sneak peek that sneak peek even that you might have seen earlier on my YouTube shorts or on my Instagram reel, and it was featuring this little beauty. So I won't go into that too much, but basically because I've had such a really lovely response about the book charms that I made for the Dark Academia swap, I'm basically making digital that will be available in my Etsy shop, and then I'm also going to do a tutorial on how to actually put that digital together. So that is going to be how to put together that little book, and I'll do it as a two-part sort of series where the first part, well, the first video is just going to be assembling the book, and the second part is going to be putting it on to the charm, so the long charm that had the book page on it. So I'll show you how to make that, and then just add the book charm onto that. So that isn't ready yet. I haven't actually filmed those because at the moment I'm still trying to figure out the sizing on the digital kit to make sure that the books actually work. So this one is actually just a prototype, but I don't know if you can see the book pages just come out slightly too much. So I'm trying to figure that out and make that perfect before I put that in the shop for you guys. Okay, so I will just make a start on what I've actually got here. I have no idea what order these will go in, so I'm just going to kind of move them to the side and just kind of go through little bits at a time. So the first one is this. So I didn't really enjoy making this too much, but there is like 3 separate very well-known crafters that have made these. So there was obviously Rach and Bella Crafts, and then there was, I think, Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and possibly Roxy Creations as well. And theirs actually looked really cool. So, like, all 3 of them looked really cool, but for me, I didn't really like get it. But this is essentially what it is. So so it's like you make a really thin sort of band that slips on and off, and then inside you've got like 3 pockets essentially. So you've got the back pocket where it's basically to store papers. So I've used my Frankenpaper digital kit for this. So the ephemera is just digital curio stuff, and then this pocket as well here. So I've just kind of trimmed them down, but nothing's like sort of glued together. It's just one of my Frankenpaper digis, and it's just folded and then folded like that again, and then you just kind of slot the papers in. But I literally had to print these ephemera papers out because I don't really have paper ephemera. So yeah, I just didn't really get it, but I mean, you know, it's just another piece of ephemera. It's just something to add into a junk journal, isn't it? So again, the same sort of situation here. So I've just used one of my Dark Academia notebook pages that I had just kind of printed out, and then that's just one of the journal pages. So it's just folded there and folded there, and then you don't sort of feel it from what I'm taking from it. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy this one because I didn't really get it, but I probably could have decorated this a little bit more, but this one was like, I thought that was cool as it was because it's on the Frankenpaper that I made. So yeah, so that was one of the days. Another one was to make a masterboard. So I have, so I didn't make a fresh masterboard just because I've got loads of them kind of ready made. So I had tons and tons of scraps, and I saw this really cool tip where someone said just get like an old book. Usually I think it's supposed to be actual book pages, and they said just, you know, grab your scraps, glue them into this book, and I don't know if you can tell, but this paper looks like kind of tea dyed-ish. It's not, but it's just some old notebook that's kind of a bit broken. Didn't really know what to do with it, and then I was like, I have the perfect idea. So yeah, so I've basically just made a ton of masterboards. They're not particularly great or inventive, and as you can see, I'm kind of using them. So when I've stamped something, I'll kind of stamp it here so that I'm using the ink as well. And then I've got like a bunch of ephemera that I've like cut out, that's a bit kind of like that's a cut off card kind of thing, and they were just kind of there. I've not done anything with them for a while, so yeah, I just literally put them together. There's a few things where I've attempted like jelly art plate prints. This is like distress oxide and stuff like that, and some of them are like some of my digitals, so that's like a piece from my Vintage Ladies kit, which was literally I think like my first ever kit that I did. So yeah, and it's just a bunch of washi and stuff. And I had these really cool scraps from actually the last not Dark Academia, the last Uncommon Guild swap. So the person that I was partnered with sent me these really gorgeous papers. So I did make some stuff with them, but I ended up with these scraps and I didn't know what to do with them and didn't want to throw them away. So I've made these. So that is essentially it. And then this was like a Stamperia kit that I'd made my sister-in-law a wedding book out of, and then these were the scraps left, and they were just like really pretty, so I didn't want to throw them away. So yeah, so that was that. So I wasn't really intending to just show you that, but basically because I've already got like 1,000 masterboards in there, I didn't want to make another one, so I just kind of grabbed one that I'd got, and then I added some stickers onto it, and then basically just stamped on some labels, and then just chopped them up. So this was one of the other days from Rach and Bella Crafts Challenge. I had loads of bat stickers that I've not really done anything with, so that's what those are. But those are quite cool actually. I quite like these. Had like quite a gross bat sticker, but I like the colours of it, so that's probably the worst part of it. But yeah, like that one for example, that's nothing particularly special. It's just a corner of the bat's face with some book page and then like some writing stamp, but I feel like that looks really cool. So yeah, so I don't really have stuff like this. This is quite cool to have. And then one of the other things was actually an ephemera holder, so this is what I'm going to put these in. Sorry if that's a little bit offensive. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, so I just made this kind of cool ephemera holder. Again, this is another one of the Rebecca, Rach and Bella Crafts challenges. Sorry, it's been a long day. So yeah, so I've just added some stickers there, but they kind of look like stamps, which is cool. And then I printed off some vellum sheets for another one of the projects, which is this one, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this one is one that just, I don't know if you can see like the stripes. So I printed on vellum and it didn't really work, so I didn't want to throw it away because it was pretty. So yeah, so basically I used that to make this accordion pocket ephemera holder. So yeah, so I'm literally just gonna put these little tags and things that I've made in here because otherwise I don't really know where else I would put them. So I've got like drawers for stickers and things, but I don't really have any fussy cut type items that I've already got cut out, so they can now go in there, and it sounds nice. It's because it's vellum. Yeah, So that's that. So then these are the vellum pieces that I printed out, because I thought this was, so basically it was supposed to be like a piece of paper or vellum that you would fold up and then make a pocket out of. So I was like, well, I kind of hate doing that, because then you've got one print going one way and one going the other. So what I did was I just kind of decided whereabouts I'd want the pocket, and then I flipped the thing over the side underneath. This is on the computer, by the way. I feel like that sounds so complicated. So basically I had like an A4 image, and then I cut the bottom off and then spun it around and then printed that out, so that you can see that I've kind of got the forest going up that way, and then I've still got the forest. This is actually from the same page. So I've still got the forest on the back as well. But these are actually images that I'm working with for my little dragon kit. But I won't tell you too much about that, because I literally do not know the direction I'm trying to go with that at the moment. So yeah, so this was another ephemera holder. Again, don't really have anything cut out, so I just kind of grabbed some random bits of things that I've got just kind of in drawers. So they're not stickers, they're just cards. And then these are kind of like post-it notes. I've got 2 packs of these and I don't know what to do with them. I feel like maybe they were like a freebie from buying some stuff off AliExpress or something like that. But yeah, so that's these, and then they're just tied together with these little ribbons, which I'm not going to do on camera because that would be aggressively tedious. Okay, so then this was another piece. So this is a page from Release the Crafting that I've used to make this, and oh, I got to use this. So I've never ever had like a tag punch. Like, look at that beast, it's massive, isn't it? Oh, I've left some paper in there, but it's huge. But yeah, I used that to make this, because originally I bought this thinking that it would make these. Oh, sorry if that was loud. But it doesn't, it just kind of makes that, and then there's these stickers that come with it, and then you stick them on, but they're like quite expensive to just keep buying. So yeah, so I'm probably going to make some digis for that, so I can just cut them out, or I could print them on sticker paper maybe. So yeah, so this was a little bit disappointing, to be honest, but I mean, I would still use that that image that, you know what I'm talking about. So I would use that on maybe like a file folder, because the file folders that I have don't have these little punches on, they're just straight. So I could use that for that. So I did keep it for that reason, and then I bought the other giant one to do this, and this is exactly what I wanted it to do. So a bit of a shame about the first one, but clearly I'm not sticking to my use what you've got motto that I said that I would start with. But yeah, I'm trying not to buy too much. I'm trying to just use what I have got and kind of design more digitals and things like that. But yeah, so this is a kind of specimen card type tag. So it was to cut a circle out, put some, like, do a little bit of a collage or some kind of thing on vellum. So I used a butterfly and a moth, and then stick that behind and seal that down. But also I thought, because I did such a big one, because I think Rach just sealed the entire thing, but because I'd done quite a big tag, I thought, well, I only really need to seal it there. So there's a little secret tuck, and I've left that there, that's that. But I've left that in there so that I remember that that's a pocket, so that when I do come to use this, I can remember to stuff it. And then on the back is just a pocket as part of the tag, so I've just created a tag. So this was cool, actually. So this was like part of that. So that was like you know, like the negative side of when you cut something out. And I just thought that was really cool. And like, I'm trying not to make scraps. I'm trying to like use everything all at once, because if I don't, then I have to put them in this book. So yeah, so it was basically that. But because I had like these little dots on the end as well, I just thought that looked really cool. So I glued that on, put like a little sticker on it, and then I backed it with tea dyed paper so that it's a writing spot. So that's that one. And then next, so this was another tag. So this was a pocket 3 ways, I think. So the pocket is basically 3 flaps. So you fold this, fold that one in, then fold that one on. And again, I've just used some of my franking paper kit to do this. So I've used another piece of it there. Well, this is all from the same piece because I was trying again not to make scraps and to use everything. So that's a big ticket in the back. And then again, another little piece from, this is all from one A4 page, and then just a tiny little piece which was from what was cut off here. And then so it's just done a tiny little mini tag there. So that was cute. And then the last thing is these fabric pockets. So this is literally today's make. So it's completely up to date, basically. So I'm quite proud of this. But yeah, so it's a paper bag. And then I think what you do is just glue the back of the paper bag into the journal. And then you've got the pocket. And then you've got the front just kind of like decorated as you like. So I'm still kind of working through this journal, figuring out like what to put in it and where to put things. So I think I chose this colour because I wanted to put it in here somewhere. I don't know if I necessarily want to glue it down. So sorry if you can hear my stomach. Definitely ready for my tea, my dinner, whatever. So yeah, so I might just like clip it in maybe instead. Have I got any clips? Let me check. I do. I have this little set. I think I got this from The Works maybe. But look, I've got some cute little clips that would fit perfectly. So this one, this pocket is a little bit more green. So I'm going to clip that there. Sorry if you can hear kids. There's next door's kids have come home from school. So what else? Where else could I put the other one? And then I think what I'll do is like I'll stuff this with some ephemera or something from somewhere. Okay, that's a nice page. I might do that on that side actually because there's, yeah, okay. So with that one I will use a blue one. These are so pretty. I wish I had more. I must have used a load of them because there's only a few in there. So then I will just paper clip that on there. But yeah, I think I'll probably like try and incorporate some of this stuff into here as well. Definitely gonna put this in somewhere. But yeah, so that is everything that I have made so far. So thank you for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, and keep your eyes peeled for the mini book stuff, which should be, I'm gonna say give me a couple of weeks because I really do not work well to deadlines, but I'm gonna just try my best to kind of figure out the sizing, print one off, build it and make sure it does definitely work, and then I will release a tutorial on here. Sorry, I've got like a really bad cough. I don't know why I'm coughing actually. I started last night, but I'm not sick or anything, I'm just coughing, so I have to keep pausing it because I don't want to cough down the mic for you. So yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you very much for watching and hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye.